What's happening right now? Why are we here?
She's having self-realization, and we don't care.
Are we supposed to be caring? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Shizune.
There's sad music and everything. Welcome back.
Hi. We are
Bookend.
talking about normal things.
Totally.
And I'm Eric.
Oh, I'm Travis. You said, and I'm Eric, and it made me like, did I say my name?
Sorry. Yeah, we read that. Okay, we're trying to be stealthy. I guess we're going to see Misha.
Right.
For some, I don't know
She
why.
just knew you really wanted to see Misha.
With that, Shizune starts slowly tiptoeing through the middle of the hall. I pat her on the shoulder to get her attention. Oh God!
It's a ghost!
That's not stealthy. Why do we have to be stealthy? She refuses to answer because it's fun. God! Probably because signing and walking stealthily at the same time doesn't look easy.
You're gonna sneak into a room with Misha having sex with someone?
Before I know it, we're in front of our homeroom. Suddenly a sound like the crack of a whip pierces the air. Oh God!
Hey!
A similar expression of frustration.
She's gonna be in a dominatrix outfit.
With the track team captain.
Gimp Kenji.
I'm sure a sound like that isn't good for my heart. Not to mention everything sounds about 1,000,000 times louder with how silent it is. It's coming from inside the room, and I sidle up to Shizune to get a look inside. What?
Oh God!
It's Mutao. Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm Mutao.
Yeah.
Can you stop throwing your pencil, please? How do you even throw a pencil that loudly?
He looks very flustered. What an understatement. I sympathize with Mutao. I was able to hear Misha's pen break the sound barrier even through a wall and a thick classroom door. It probably blew out his eardrums and left an imprint on the wall. I mean, it could not be that loud.
I don't know. Apparently, Shizune snaps louder than the speed of sound.
There's like 1,000 firemen here.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey, whoa, what the?
Okay, what's happening in here?
She looks skinnier than normal there. I'm not throwing it. When I get nervous, I like to spin it around, but then I forget I'm holding on to it, and, doesn't matter. Either way, there shouldn't be pencils flying around. I get enough of that.
Stroke itself.
Yeah. You want that A or not? I get enough of that during regular school hours. I don't need it after hours. Right. Sorry. Whatever. Just stop throwing or releasing or dropping things, please. Teachers have work, too.
And then you have to bend over to get it, and it distracts the hell out of me.
Right?
I notice Shizune watching the same scene I am. Mutao is yelling at the top of his lungs, and Misha is being Misha.
Oh, he was yelling? Sorry.
I can
Can't yell in that voice. It'll destroy my throat.
Reasonably well through the door, but Shizune obviously can't hear anything at all because she's deaf. So I wonder what watching this is like for her.
Oh, I forgot about that.
She must know since she understands well enough to want me to see it too. But I have to wonder if she ever feels like she's missing out on something, having to work that much harder to understand what she's observing. It looks like she is taking supplementary lessons. Is she?
No, she's just throwing a pencil.
Right. I answer, despite knowing the question is completely rhetorical. Misha told me that she really wants to be a sign language teacher in the future. If she can get a recommendation, she can study overseas for it. That is why she's working so hard. Her grades were always kind of on the low side because she's stupid.
What an idiot.
Now I feel guilty. I haven't even thought about what I'm going to do yet. Who cares?
Me!
Neither have I. The cheerful way she signs it is very unlike her and is very obviously false. Just kidding. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. We don't want to be seen. It would be a problem if we were caught standing out here like idiots. Then why are we here?
Right.
Where? The student council room?
Why couldn't you just tell me where she was then?
Shaking her head, she slips into the classroom across the hall instead. Oh man, already?
Do it in here now.
Great hiding place.
Your refractory period up?
You're unusually sarcastic lately. With the door closed, it's a good one. Anyway, wasn't it interesting? Yes, but I'm not really surprised. I close the door behind us, prompting Shizune to laugh soundlessly as she slides into a chair. For a second, it depresses me. I want to hear her real laugh. All right.
Sucks that you're deaf.
I've been looking down on Misha. I didn't think she had a goal at all, but it turns out that I was wrong. I made a careless assumption. I thought Misha was as aimless as I was. I was stupid. I lost. Shizune pauses to crack her knuckles, then folds her hands over each other and leans forward in her chair. In the abnormal quiet of the building, I can hear Mutao yelling at Misha again, even across the hallway and through 2 doors.
Yeah, suck harder, yeah!
Shizune's eyes are locked on mine, unblinking behind the gleaming lenses of her glasses, observing my reaction to her words.
Oh god, her glasses are gleaming. She's got a plan.
She's turning evil.
Yeah.
This is a test. Her opinion of people is rarely formed from how they respond to questions. It's how they respond to statements that counts. In hindsight, it makes sense. Shizune's inability to speak, as well as just her personality in general, means that anything she says is a big commitment on her part. Everything. For that reason, I sometimes doubt she says anything without a hidden agenda behind it. That sounds remarkably paranoid. Even Kenji would think so. Unfortunately, I'm so caught up in thinking about it that I forget to give her an answer. She takes it as there not being one. There was an invisible time limit to this test, shorter than usual. Just as I thought. What do you mean? I forgot what you asked.
Yeah, me too.
You don't agree? Not really. It's not that. I don't get it. I want to force my will on people. How refreshingly honest. Don't give me a weird look like that. It's not like that was always my intention. At first, I was just bored. I wanted to see someone's passion for something. Then I could try and beat them. I wanted to test their ability on their convictions. But it was impossible. No one has any passion for anything in this school. They just want to keep to themselves.
Stop spying on people.
I can't believe it. It's too boring that way. I thought there was no way these drab people could be for real. It goes beyond not wanting to make waves. They had to have some interests. They had to be hiding something. I wanted to expose it and reveal it and drag it out. She's like going around school, like seeing if they're in secret meetings and clubs. And
she's like sleuthing around with a notepad. And
I knew there was a secret dance club that everybody was in. One of the most successful ways to get people to open up to you and cheer them up is to open up with a story about yourself, and then you ease them into telling you about themselves.
She does kind of remind me, she kind of looks like that detective, that little boy detective anime character. What the fuck is that show called? Weebs, I may need your help on this one.
Little boy detective anime character?
Yes, I'm going to look that up actually. You keep going.
Okay. It's like give and take, but with an element of manipulation, which makes it interesting. I can't do that. If I attempt to have Misha talk about me, for me, it makes me seem arrogant. The message has to go through a messenger. I'm standing next to Misha, telling her to tell someone about me. I understood that completely. You don't have to be able to read sign language to see that. If I were forced to sit through that, I would think I was arrogant too.
I found it.
Yeah?
It's Case Closed, Detective Conan.
Oh, okay.
That kid.
Yeah.
He's the boy version of her. That's who I was like. He's like a little boy detective. Sorry, that's tangent. Go on.
I was frustrated. I couldn't figure out a way to have a conversation with anyone but Misha. No one would open up to me. I came to the conclusion that I can't make people confide in me or believe in me. I can only hope to create things and show them to people and hope they make them happy. Or I could be more forceful and hope it would eventually stick to someone. I guess that would be me. Feels vaguely depressing. Oops. Somewhere along the line, I think I started to ignore Misha, or see her as less of a person, or something like that. I took her for granted, I think would be the best way to put it. It was like she was just an extension of myself.
Well, that, and she was madly in love with you.
Yeah, that too. I forgot that the whole time Misha was there, opening up to me and giving 100% every day. I missed what I was looking for because it was in plain sight. How stupid of me. I really did become arrogant. That's why I've lost. I'm more short-sighted than I was back then. I went in reverse. Yeah, I thought we were coming in here for sex again, and you've said like 2,000 words.
Yeah, I'm losing wood here.
She's pacing back and forth now, almost brooding, yet still filled with so much energy that she can't stand to stop moving.
I mean, you're currently leaking out of her.
Yeah, right. If you got her to hold 2 wires, I'm sure Shizune could power a light bulb. It's odd that I could have such a light-hearted thought while she's being so serious.
Are you calling her a potato?
And in spite of that, Misha tells me that I'm her inspiration. Isn't that ridiculous? I'm not the kind of person who can inspire others. When you love somebody, you're the inspiration, even if a person who inspires you is flawed. It can be acceptable.
What the hell was that? You just threw that in there. I was
Yeah.
like, that's not what it says, but it seems like that's what it would say.
It's a song.
Oh, is it?
I've thought about this. There is even acceptable hypocrisy. For instance, if your hero was an athlete, but unsportsmanlike, they could still be respected for their athletic ability, even if they had shortcomings as a person. Or a small
I
dick.
can't think of anyone like that. Someone who like
However,
rides a bike or...
no.
I think there's someone else. There's other people. What's his name? Lance Armstrong.
Oh.
He's like an amazing bike rider.
Yeah,
but
right, okay.
He's a bad person. Michael Phelps. He smokes weed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Who cares? He's fucking awesome at swimming.
She snaps her fingers briskly. Sounds like a thunderclap in the empty room. And Shizune takes a few seconds to stretch her fingers. Come to think of it, this is the most she has ever signed. Yes, that is very true.
Not only that, but why is she so good at snapping?
I don't know, like what? And Misha's good at throwing pens, apparently.
Yeah, well, not even. Like accidentally dropping pens and flinging them across a room,
Right.
and it's that loud.
And it said it was like a gunshot.
Yeah.
I think you're over-exaggerating a
Right.
little bit, Hisao. If someone like me has no goals, it would be totally unacceptable. It'd be the worst kind of hypocrisy, and hypocrites don't deserve responsibility over anything. They can't even manage themselves. What's happening right now? Why are we here?
She's having self-realization, and we don't care.
Are we supposed to be caring? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Shizune.
There's sad music and everything.
I don't really understand like what she's so mad at though.
She's just I mean, not that she's just realizing it, but she's telling you that she knows that she's kind of a
she's
shithead.
like a hypocrite. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's the one that like pushed Misha away.
Right. How incredibly pessimistic. It makes me angry to think about it. I would hate myself just a few months ago. This must be how I looked to others. Does that mean we're almost done? Like, is this...
Possibly.
And funny enough, it was Shizune and Misha who convinced me to stop. Without them, I'm sure things would be much different, and not for the better.
That's what I'm worried about. Like, we're almost at an episode. What
Right.
if we don't have another 15 minutes?
I'm just thinking of, like, Emmy's and Hanako's final, like, speech was towards the end.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay.
Lately, I feel as though we pass around our miseries as much as we're supported by each other, but I think it just comes with the territory of having friends and being close to someone. You're the leader anyway. That is only because no one else wants to be. But that means you still are, since people are putting their trust in you anyway. In fact, doesn't that make it more important? Either way, you are the leader, you are the inspirational figure, or whatever you want to call it. You're responsible for what you tame. I read that in a book somewhere.
You don't read.
That's clever. Shizune only seems to show what she's feeling on her face when she wants to, but I don't think she's being sarcastic. I don't want to tame anyone now. Being the leader and being looked up to, then, same thing.
You can
Whatever.
tame this dick.
Yeah.
Oh!
I never wanted to be the leader. It just ends up that way. Everyone else sucks. I don't believe that. All you do is try to grab more and more responsibility. Wait, I wasn't going to tell you that I don't enjoy it. I don't care about being the leader, but I don't mind. I don't care about being the best, but I don't mind. You're right, though, about me wanting responsibility. Of course I want more responsibility. Having responsibility makes me feel alive. That's why I joined the student council, for all the responsibility. If there is no pressure, I just can't stand it.
It's my responsibility.
Even so, oh god, my dad's here. Now I'm the leader. I always thought being the leader meant you give orders, but it really is more. It's about having a goal. If you don't have a goal, then it's pointless. People would only be following me for my own enjoyment. It would be selfish. It's a strangely moral viewpoint for a person who seems to love one-upping others so much. Resting her chin on her tented fingers, Shizune looks disarmingly childish as she thinks hard about her problem. The expression on her face is a little comical, because it's too obvious and therefore very unlike her. It comes with the job. I think you'd have to be a leader. You wouldn't be satisfied with anything else. You would just get bored. Shizune doesn't reply, but from her annoyed expression, I think I've guessed correctly. I mean, should we, end this episode, or...?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much at time.
Okay.
So we can end it there. And I mean, what we'll do pretty much is if we start an episode and then like 5 minutes later it ends, we'll just tack it on to the end of the previous episode. Just
Okay.
like flash to white, do a starred wipe or something. And just, I mean, we won't know it while recording it, but when you're editing it, just be like, all right, just tack that on, and that's part of the finale.
Well, that was a lot of Shizune.
Yeah. This is supposed to be sad, and, well, not sad, but like heartfelt.
Right. I mean, it is. I think I'm like missing the point of it though, because I didn't expect her to be talking this much. So.
Right. No, it's pretty much just her realizing that she's a shit.
She's being too hard on. And,
yeah.
But
because like she was pushing Misha away because she's like, Misha doesn't care about anything, blah blah blah. But now she knows that Misha does care about things.
And she doesn't have goals herself.
Yeah.
Essentially, after this.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just her moment.
Right.
Like, this is what it's all been building up to. So yeah, it's probably over soon.
I would say so, probably.
I don't remember. We'll find out next time, or we won't. Who knows? Or we'll find out this time if it's the same episode. That's really confusing.
Don't we sound dumb.
You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. When you love somebody till the end of time. Inspiration. When you love somebody